Hunter.
There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live with Danganronpa. Chapter 2 is starting on up with the trial of Chapter Deuce. And yeah, we're ready to roll right on into it. I don't want to first get out apologies, because absolutely nothing can fucking work right for me, especially today. When I'm thinking that maybe, quite possibly, I'll have the opportunity to actually stream at a solid time. No, boom, something has to come up. Then, when I do get home, boom, something happens with the stream. Absolutely nothing just wants to work. Just fuck the entire system, ladies and gentlemen. But I'm happy everything's fixed. We're ready to roll on in. The booze is going to be flowing. I'm happy to be just rolling on in, get the chapter over and done with, see where we come up with, see where we're rolling out with. I'm really ready to just, I don't know, a lot of thoughts are flowing on through here. I don't really know how to really quite, I would say, approach said things. But I think we're quite ready to finally get into something special, roll it on, and get through with it. So, yes, we're all done these lovely things. Like I said, we're right at the beginning of chapter 2. Which cat is under here? There's always a cat. There's always a cat. There's cats everywhere here. I got 3 cats. There's always gonna be a cat somewhere. Anyways, we're literally finished up the investigation last time. Jesus Christ, there's cats somewhere. And we're ready to load it on up where we're literally stepping right on into the trial. We have general ideas. It was Shihiro who was hung up on some exercise equipment, generally by an extension cord. We have a couple of suspects that we are thinking possibly committed the crime, and that would be as we're going to be checking on the report cards. Our 2 suspects are Byakuya Togami, and it was, I believe, Toko Fukawa, with Sakura Ogami, a very, very low end on the spectrum, but, you know, throwing it out the ideas. But, you know, that's who we're thinking is, with all the information that we've gathered, essentially. You know, like, can I just point out, is it so hard? Is it so fucking hard to just literally get the webcam to pop up every time? Like, I wish I knew what I was missing. I'm using Streamlabs OBS. I wish I knew. Anyways, let's just turn down that volume for some apparent reason. When you're playing Kenny versus Spendy, ladies and gentlemen, it just sort of all rolls itself. Let's get on into it. Finally, get the chapter started. We got a little bit of a bev here, ready to go. I think you are missing someone.
Yo.
Toko is not here. One of the suspects. One of my suspects, I should say. One of the people I believe that has possibly killed Shihiro. So that's where we're rolling with such a thing. Probably actually get the Pepsi rolling.
What are you gonna do?
I sit here and I think to myself, after a very busy working weekend, I'm exhausted, I'm not gonna lie. But it's getting tougher and tougher to really pop on into a stream. Why would it do that? You stupid. Alright, fine. You know what? You want to be stupid? There we go. Toko is going crazy, absolutely crazy. But now that everyone's here, but yeah, she's a little on edge. But yeah, let's get this show on the road. I think we're ready for it. And we're gonna see Monokuma down there. We're gonna start the process. I have to say, according to a good friend of mine on Wings of Wind, one of the moderators here, good friend. If you might have noticed on the earlier playthrough of Chapter 1, it took a long time for the investigation juices to flow, to get going here, and I'm not a big fan of what had happened there. Chapter 2 swung by like that. It went by very quickly. Pretty much we were able to do it in one stream and then go right on into the trial. So it was actually quite nicely to just stroll on in. Again, I'm not going to bypass talking to everybody here because I was told why waste the time. Just get right on into the elevator because we're not going to waste to do this. Exactly. Why we have no choice.
It's true.
The problem is we're getting into maybe some shitty games are about to happen. I'm not a fan of every single game that's going on. Again, this is only the second trial that we're running with, but I'm hoping that I've reached a point where I've caught on enough. I hope I caught on enough. So we'll hopefully go on from there and see how things are going to roll from that. So yeah, we couldn't get a handle on the emotions. We're not going to stop speculating on who we believe is possibly ready for possibly the death sentence, because it's either them or all of us. And it ain't going to be all of us. I know for sure it ain't going to be me. It ain't going to be me. Definitely not going to be me. That's what we're gonna roll with. Okay, yeah, we don't need that. And it came to a sudden stop. Well, yeah, that's gonna happen. What do you think? I redecorated? Isn't it so fresh? Ain't nobody don't touch me. I'm so fresh and so clean. Yes. Let's get this shit over with. Exactly. I agree with you. I think you are the killer there, big boy. If not you, it's Toko. She's a little more crazier than usual. She's a little already off the top. But let's go find our assigned seats. Let's get this shit on the road. Yes. The curtain opened once again. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, and a deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith. A deadly class trial. Yeah, we'll save. Bop, 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 bottom. Alright, so here we have something that I also didn't bother with before. We can set skills, open up the e-handbook. So this is generally what you can sort of take a look at. The truth bullets, generally everything that sort of happened. We got Sakura's account, the locker room dumbbell, which we believe was the blunt object that was struck poor Chihiro in the head. Mondo's account, the card reader, so they believe someone that may have had to pull some funny business in order to bypass from going into the women's to the men's locker room. Then of course there's the broken e-handbook, the genocide Jack case file, which I think they're just trying to throw it on him. The boys' locker room with the poo stain, although it's not really poo stain, but that's where we believe that that's where I'm led to believe it's probably what's his face. We'll get to him. Report card. I believe, if I'm running through my head, that it's Byakuya, because I believe the body was moved. But there is also the possibility that someone used someone else's card to swipe in, which would be a no-no. But it's generally those things that we're running through here. So we're gonna set up some skills that hopefully we can pop on in here, so we can increase the time limit for each phase effectively during the class trial. Yeah, we'll use that. We'll throw in 3 points. We have 13. We don't have all of them to use here. Increase damage to the opponent when a statement is destroyed, effective during the bullet time battle. Absolutely. Vocabulary increases bullet capacity. Yeah, we'll use that. And allows you to reload 2 bullets at once, effective during the battle. So yeah, I guess there's one of them we want to maybe not use, but I'm pretty happy with that. So yeah. We've set them. We've finished the preparations. We're ready to roll. Class trial begins. All rise.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial.
I don't think we need that, but sure.
Your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong
Simple enough
one,
rules.
then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
Boy, Johnny Walker just goes down
Okay,
smooth.
then. So, first off, let's talk about the murder weapon.
Oh yes, the murder weapon. How could we ever forget? So first we have to make it clear what was used to deliver the fatal blow, which we believe was the Mr. Dumbbell. Make your arguments. Okay, so I guess here's where we're looking for is who said the incorrect thing here. Or if someone is interested.
Fatal injury. It appears it was a head wound.
Yes, it was a head wound.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument.
Correct?
But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
I bet it was an iron pipe.
Oh,
Interesting.
God damn it!
Certainly would make them.
See, this is again where I'm sitting here thinking, like, I should have just waited. It's gonna give me another opportunity, of course, and I know which one it is. Obviously, we do know I was expecting not someone to just blurt out, oh, it's an iron pipe. No, it was a dumbbell. It's okay. We got this. We got this. So we're gonna know what we're gonna roll with. Just get the help there. Maybe so we can see what the controls are. That's what I wanted. Aim, silencer, fast forward. Okay, fast forward is what I want. Fire truth bullet. Select the truth bullet. Constant. Oh, that might be what I want too. Ah, okay. I see.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could
There
it
we
have
go.
been?
So now we know what's going on here.
I bet it was an iron pipe.
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
Objection, Your Honor. Break!
Can we agree that the object that dealt the fatal blow was the dumbbell?
Alright, I'm starting to learn
found
here
at the
where
scene
we
of
need
the
to go from
crime?
this. I think we can.
It was covered in blood, and there was nothing else at the scene that could have caused that kind of injury.
And the wound on the victim's head is consistent with the shape of the dumbbell.
Yeah, they just have a fucking caved-in head. Didn't get really that graphic
as far
with
as
it,
I'm
but I'm sure
concerned,
that's what it would have looked
there's
like.
no mistake
Kapow!
and no room for doubt on this one.
You looked at her head wound?
Sure did there, Haifumi. Oh, is it? Is it creepy? Is it really
If you
creepy?
don't mind, I will proceed from here. Let's move on to discussion
Oh,
of
this
the
this
culprit.
where it's gonna get a little special, because this guy thinks it
Although,
was
I
genocide
believe
Jack.
the criminal behind this heinous act is already quite clear.
What? For real?
Oh, for real.
Hero's killer is
Genocide
fiendish
Jack.
serial killer.
Wrong!
Genocide Jack.
Wrong! Unless, of course, you yourself are Genocide Jack, or Toko is Genocide Jack. No, I don't think so. I don't think so at all. A new element has been added to the non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Abso-fucking-lutely! I still am not a fan of them adding in more new games. So our truth bullets will disappear if they hit these lines, so think of them as obstacles in your debate. But there's a way to keep this white noise from getting in your way. Oh yeah? Tell me how. Press the A button to attach the silencer, which you can use to shoot down the white noise. Okay? However, if you shoot an actual remark with your silencer instead of the white noise, which I still don't know how it's going to look, the time limit will decrease, so take careful aim when you have your silencer out. So, is anybody catching this properly? Am I the only one? Oh, but if your action difficulty is set to gentle, white noise won't appear at all. I'm starting to think maybe, like, the possibility of this game just being a purely story-driven thing that, you know what, maybe we'll just dump the fucking thing down to gentle, because I'm sometimes having enough of these shitty games. I really am sometimes. We'll run with it. Let's see if we got Okay, so you're gonna run online with this little Genocide Jack case file, sure.
The culprit is Genocide Jack. I'm sure. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
For fuck's sake.
That's impossible!
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on! There's just no proof for it.
Hey, so speaking of Genocide Jack, I don't know who that is.
So the thing Bayakis showed me in the archive, one look at that, I think anyone would be convinced. That's the case file, of course. Shows that this was the work of Genocide Jack, which I don't believe it was.
The
Now we're
culprit
gonna-
is Genocide Jack. I'm sure. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible!
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on! There's just no proof for it.
No, that's wrong.
Don't shoot the wife. How you doing, Faber? We're figuring it out as we go along here. It's
Might know one reason.
one of the
he
direct
could be
problems of
involved.
me not being able to stream so often
found
is I
this
forget
file
how to
while
play
I
the
was
goddamn
looking around
game.
the
We're figuring out
archives
how
in
you
the
doing. A
library.
good evening to you, Faber. Good to see you, buddy.
I guess it's some kind of confidential file the police put together about the genocide
I think
Jack
the
case.
problem is I know a lot of the answers myself just by how
That's
the case
kinda
is
weird as
working.
shit, isn't it?
I think I know who the
What was
killer
something like
is,
that doing
but
in the library?
throwing these odd new games at you, it's just like,
The
oh,
why
come
of it is
on,
probably
man.
more
Like,
trouble than it's worth.
you're making
So
it
let's
more
forget
exactly.
about
You are
that
making
for
it more
now.
trouble than it's worth it. You're making it a lot tougher than it
More
needs to be.
importantly,
That's
it
at
outlines
least
all
in
the
my
specifics
opinion.
of every
anyways,
genocide Jack case
we'll go from
in
there,
exceeding
obviously.
detail.
I'm glad to hear your night's
According
going
to
all
the
right.
file, there appear to be two defining characteristics in every genocide Jack case. The first is that a bloody message is found written
That's
at the
correct,
scene
and then he
of
ties up
every
everyone
murder.
with it. Looks like I believe it's or holds everyone up with scissors.
That's right. Boob lust.
Yes, boob lust
no.
indeed. It's
actually
bloodlust.
bloodlust.
But you know, for you,
But more
Hina,
important
we'll take
is the other
bloodlust as boob
characteristic,
lust.
and it's something that has never been made public.
So this is where I believe.
Never made public? What the hell is it?
Why don't you tell them?
This is
Dakota?
what makes it more interesting. That makes it think that's him. The other characteristic of every genocide Jack case, the Royal Arch does know that I know. Yes. I'm not saying it has to do with the positioning of the body, of how the victim was positioned.
I got it! Apparently, in every genocide Jack case, the killer suspends the body in a certain way. Other
Sort of
than
like
the killer,
Jeebus Christ,
the
right?
only people who know about this are the higher-ups in the police department.
However, Chihiro was most definitely suspended in the same way.
Or you'd make us believe that way, wouldn't you?
So, how did the culprit know about this when only high-level police officials were aware of it?
This is where it is your
There's
end, my
only
young
one
friend.
logical answer I can think of. It's because the
Don't
culprit
point
in
at
this
me.
case
I've done shit.
is the real genocide Jack.
No, it's you.
No fucking way.
No fucking way,
You're
indeed. I
saying
agree with Mondo.
genocide Jack
Everyone loves
is one of
Mondo.
us?
Yes, in fact, it's Toko.
What?
Genocide Jack's true identity.
Now he's just
is
throwing
Toko
the
Fukawa.
What?
She is triggered. She's shaking more than Michael J. Fox if he forgot his medication. No, I just want to point out people. Parkinson's is no laughing matter. We're just having a little fun here. We're
Is
just having a
Toko
little bit of a joke
genocide Jack?
session, okay?
The answer is yes
Or Michael J.
and
Fox.
no.
Another riddle. Man, why is this gotta be so
And why are you wearing
complicated?
the jacket with outside? No. Let's go on from here. Yes, a riddle. We're dealing with Jim Carrey from Batman, the Riddler. What a terrible Riddler he was. But also for not to be Toko, the answer is that she's just not one person, but multiple people. Yes, it is a possibility that she has a multiple personality syndrome, something along those lines. But no, I don't believe that she is genocide. Oh, I love this one. No. SCH. Is it shtick? Shits? Shiz? Shizzy? Shizzle? Schizo. Schizophrenic. There we go. Let's figure that out. Things are flowing here a little bit better. Happy
Is it
about
because
that.
Genocide Jack has a split personality?
Oh, this guy's.
I think
getting
I read
good. He's
that
getting real
somewhere
good.
in the file too. They thought that the suspect might have, what did they call it? Dissociative identity disorder.
Sure.
Oh, okay.
I mean, they're
But
just throwing
still,
shade everywhere here.
wouldn't
We can
say
just
that
believe
about
whatever the
Mr.
fuck he's gonna
Fukawa.
say.
It's
It's because
perfectly
he
acceptable.
is the one. Togami
Toko's
is the one
strange
who is the
behavior
murderer.
after
I
seeing the body
fucking know
is proof
it.
enough
He's
that she
throwing
has
it.
a split
He's almost
personality.
trying too hard, in my opinion. The one thing that shows Toko could have a split personality is it has to do with her behavior. She did faint, but her behavior has changed
I got it!
far more
You're
than what
talking
she
about
was
how she
previously.
started acting totally different than
Stuttering
usual,
all
right?
over the place. Stuttering
right.
is no laughing
Think
matter.
back.
Just ask my
She
friend
fainted
Matt.
when she saw Chihiro's corpse, and then, when she woke up,
Oh, I'm fine. Totally. I mean, It could be her. It could be, but I'm along the lines that it's a possibility that she's been drugged or something. I really don't think she's the killer. I'd actually be shocked if she is, but she still is one of the two. It's Toko or Togami. It's one of those two. That's a given. It's a given. Absolutely given. That's the way it's gonna
She was
roll.
acting funny, that's for sure. That melancholy tone of hers completely disappeared.
Who knows? There's not enough booze to last me.
Don't go assigning
there's a lot of
adjectives
booze
to my
today.
tone without permission.
Not to mention, once she regained consciousness and saw Chihiro's body again, she was utterly calm.
Utterly calm.
In other words, within her is one personality that can handle blood, and one that obviously can.
Oh, don't worry,
So
Toko.
when Toko trapped
Don't you
herself
worry
in
at
her
all.
room,
We'll figure shit out
It's
for
because
you.
she was scared of Genocide Jack?
Oh, I think that was. Scared of herself? Is that how this is gonna roll? Dun dun dun. You won't let Genocide Jack have her. I do remember she did say that. I'll drive out the killer.
The reason she locked herself in her room wasn't to keep other people from getting in.
Jacko from getting out.
It was to keep her other personality from getting out.
If I'm led to believe that, yes, of course.
Toko was afraid. Afraid of the murderous fiend
What?
inside of her,
What?
of killing
No,
even
well,
more people.
yes, maybe. Sure.
How? Yeah. How can you know all this?
I do believe you misunderstood her. What she's trying to say isn't, how can you know all this? No. What she wants to know is, how could you tell them?
Huh?
Yeah. Please
Last
explain
night,
to us.
Just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and I had a strange conversation. She told me a most interesting story.
Most interesting.
She said a murderous fiend lived within her, and she was afraid it could appear and attack at any time.
Okay.
And that trepidation is what's caused her to have such a bleak attitude. Isn't that right, Toko?
This is all a lie. Right, Toko?
I don't even know anymore.
Said you wouldn't
I don't even know.
tell anyone. What? You promised. I can't believe you lied.
You have only yourself to blame.
I still think
you
it's him.
came to
I
me
really do.
with your tragic little story. I didn't ask you to. This is the real world, not some romantic fantasy
Is it the
fairy
real
tale.
world? Is it?
Besides, you broke your promise first. You said that as long as you were here, no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone. But in spite of that promise,
Should let him out. I still don't want to buy it. The game is almost helping me too much to drag me over that it's actually Toko and not
You said if I kept my
Togami.
promise, you would go out with me. That's the only reason I promised.
Uh-oh.
how many
Spaghettios.
times do I have to tell you? I never said that. But you weren't able to do it. You just couldn't resist that rush you got from killing, could you?
I tried. I swear I tried to control it. But
But your efforts were useless.
Useless.
What a disappointment.
Your disappointment to us all.
I hate you.
Well,
Oh yeah.
the
Well,
opening
did
act
you
is
hate
nearly
Chihiro
finished.
that much?
All that's left
Because
is
you
to
killed
hear
her with
from
a
the
dumbbell.
person in question directly.
Person?
Could you imagine pulling on that hair?
Mean.
That'd come in handy sometimes, wouldn't it? So Toko's body suddenly lunged backwards. A huge thud echoed across the courtroom, but in the next second, dun dun dun.
Well, hello there. Is it me you were hoping
Genocide
to see?
Jill making an appearance. You know what they ever say here? Don't ever stick your dick in crazy people,
What are you gonna do?
no matter how good it may be.
I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack! Or better yet, let's go with Genocide Jill!
What the fuck is this?
I wish I knew, Mondo. I wish I knew.
What happened to you?
Not Toko! That's a a loser name, and what happened is a textbook split personality. So what if one of them happens to be a serial killer? You should turn a blind eye to
This
one
got
of
super interesting. That laugh though, it's lovely.
So intense.
Yeah, she should mellow out, man. Have a little bit of your weed going around. Your
This one
special
is so
plant.
different from the one we've come to know.
Yes, well, the world is composed of
Sakura
a
needs to
front and a
lay
back.
off the steroids and the
Just
testosterone.
like how every inning has a
She's a
top
woman,
and
of course.
bottom, or
2018.
how in the depths of
Have an open
every
mind,
truth
ladies and gentlemen.
lives a little lie. Behind every dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as bright as the sun.
That's pretty bright. I should probably bring out my sunglasses for that. This is the Murderous Fiend Genocide Jack Jill. This is beyond insane.
Miss Jack,
Beyond.
Jill, can I
Beyond
ask you
indeed.
a question? What's up?
Look at that tongue. Imagine the work that could do.
Behind our entire situation. What are your thoughts on that?
Sign me up.
Well, I'll tell you. I am the mastermind of all masterminds. Just kidding.
Then it's not true?
Of course it's not true. How dare you try to link me to
Creepazoid, that's a word that I haven't heard in a while.
And another thing, the police and government and society in the outside world are totally powerless.
Well, the whole world's being run by you, the bear, so
mean,
yeah, I could
they just let
understand
this
that one for
idiotic,
sure.
bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town.
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty maniac, but life is pain, right? To live is to hurt other people. It's a necessary evil if you want to survive. The act of living itself causes pain for everyone. Just kidding again!
Wow, she's all over the place. I can't keep up.
This should be enough to convince you. This murderous fiend.
I don't
is
know,
responsible
Togami.
for
That's
Chihiro's
pretty much
death.
exactly what you would want me to
There's
think
clearly a motive.
if
so
you
there
were
should be no doubt.
the actual killer, which I'm still up in the air. I'm
motive?
still
Remember what Monokuma
trying to
told us?
figure it out. Which one
If
is
someone
truly
didn't murder and
the
graduate
killer?
within 24 hours, an embarrassing memory or secret.
Yeah, I
would
mean,
be
we all know that
revealed.
my character wet the bed apparently up until
Let's
5th
assume
grade.
that Toko's secret was about Genocide Jack. If a
He's
secret
just
like
helping
that
too much.
came to
Togami
light,
is helping
Toko's
far
life
too
would
much
have
for this to
undoubtedly
make
been forever
sense for me
ruined.
to make me not think that he's not the killer.
So she had a very clear motive to never have that side
I don't
of
know.
herself exposed.
Interesting. Very, very, very interesting.
I think she could lick her own eyeball like a lizard. She probably puts her own. She wears contacts. Just puts it on the tip of the tongue and just zap, just right up there. Why not, right?
Bizarre fashion. Maybe so, but nevertheless, it's the truth.
Do you really expect any of us to believe you?
It's always a possibility. Sure.
Yeah. I could never believe a word you say, you monster.
Well, that's not nice. Maybe she's totally right about that, but and there's always a but, ladies and gentlemen. Something's still bothering me. What she said. I need to get some more details about all of this. It's time for the rant. Status of the dead body. All right.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things. Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely. What more proof do we need? Give it up. You killed her.
Did I miss anything here? I must have. Alright, I just have to focus on remembering Chihiro's body. That must have the answer. Okay. That should prove that what he said isn't quite right. Okay.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps.
I actually believe that statement. I don't think she actually killed anybody.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely.
No, it's wrong.
And God, there's only so many opportunities where the orange text
Are the
pops up.
methods of murder really exactly the same? I'm not so sure about that. I think there's a slight difference
The
between the
windowsill
genocide
to watch
Jack
the
cases and
non-existent
this one.
birds at night. Well, they're out there. Whatever.
How's it any different?
Oh, you don't know? Well then, human garbage, let me tell you!
Human garbage.
I murder with passion.
So
and
we can see
conviction.
in
I
all of
consider
these
myself a
particular
professional, and I have a very
notions.
particular way of
The
doing
bodies
things.
are held up with what looks like a pair of scissors or something. Where Chihiro's body was held up with an extension cord. Now that's my connection.
But what happened
The
to
extension
Chihiro?
cord
It'd be like if that same Italian
was what held up
restaurant started using
Chihiro,
ragu or
not
Chef Boyardee.
these scissors. Now, if we're led to believe that Genocide Jack or Jill truly only
Let me
kills and
rephrase
hangs
that
their bodies
in a
with
way
those
that maybe
scissors,
makes more sense.
then why was the electrical cord
There are
used from
two
the
clear
library
differences
that
between the
Kogami
Genocide
hangs out
Jack
in?
cases
That's
and
that's where I'm still. I'm not denying that the possibility that Toko's not Genocide Jack, but I don't think Genocide Jack killed him. The style of the bloody vestige or the victim's fatal injury? Well, sure. It's that one
For
anyways,
one,
but
the cause of death is different.
filled that up too much.
In the Genocide Jack murders, all the victims were killed the same way.
Or that as well.
According to the case file, they were all apparently killed with a pair of scissors.
Oh, see, I would put that with they were all held up that way.
But Chihiro died from a blow to the head, right?
Sounds like
yes.
Tokami is
That is
sort of
remarkably
losing
different
it
from
here.
Other murders. Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills the same way without fail?
It's 'cause
to
it wasn't
suddenly
Genocide
change their
Jack.
method? And there's more. One more conflicting detail.
That's right. In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the tortellini,
I could go for some good tortellini
then
right
the
now.
arrangement of the body would be the pesto sauce.
Could you please stop comparing?
Please sign up for the
killing people to
ASMR
cooking?
stream tomorrow.
So, are you saying the other difference has to do
There's
with
no
how the
ASMR
body was
stream.
arranged?
I mean, you get that microphone with the ears on it. Yeah, the how she was suspended. Yeah, one was used an electrical cord. Yes. Yep, they were all stabbed through their hands, whereas Chihiro was held up by an electrical cord. Let me answer these questions, ladies and gentlemen. What was used to suspend her? We do got it.
Do you remember what the killer used to suspend her?
I certainly do. I remember exactly.
They used some kind of rope to hang her up by her
Rope,
wrists.
no. Electrical cord. Come on, follow with me here.
Well, in all the previous Genocide Jack cases, something else was used to suspend them.
Yes, the scissors actually.
Specifically, pairs of razor-sharp scissors.
Razor sharp scissors, not shitty electrical cords from the fucking library, you moron.
Designed scissors for the murders and
So,
the
so now,
arrangement.
what I'm loving actually about this particular case is that now that we're starting to believe that she is not the killer for this particular case, but now the fact that we have to live in Hotel Despair with Genocide Jack. That's craziness.
Are you referring to me?
Listen up, Big Mac. There's actually one more difference.
Let's see if we can figure out the last difference here.
My word, you really didn't notice? Take a look at who the victims were in each Genocide Jack case.
They're both men.
There's a pattern there, just waiting to be discovered.
Pattern?
Figure that out, and it'll be plain as death why I couldn't have possibly killed that little lolly girl.
Because you don't kill women. Let's get to it. If we look at the names of every victim, what you'll notice is... I'm going to say that they were all guys. I thought that's what it was.
I got it! Is it because...
This is
Chihiro
rolling
was a
along a
girl?
lot better, and
Bullseye, right on the money.
bingo!
What are you talking about?
In all the Genocide Jack cases, all the
I'm
victims had
loving
something
how
in
this is
common.
going now. I'm loving it. It's Oh, it's getting exciting. Ken Harada, Tetsuro Honda, Shoji Gaku, Kano Asai, and Takeshi Yonado, Komatsu Tero, Kafumi Gono, Ochida Noahi, Takeshi Masamune, Yutu Yamajima. There's no end. It's all penis people.
Guys?
Penis people.
The people I kill with such passion and conviction.
Oh, we're adorable little men, yes.
Little men.
The penises are flowing for Genocide Jill.
I'm so embarrassed.
The hell is wrong with you?
Well,
I can't help it. I'm just a full throttle boy-on-boy fangirl, and the mopey side of me just hates it.
you gotta love how she's admitting to. I mean, this is all adding up. I mean, she's not. She's got the safety of the school or the hotel, whatever you want to refer to it as. Like, she knows she ain't gonna get anything on inside the school because you just gotta follow all the rules. But oh, it's adding some real excitement to the game. It's absolutely
I
fantastic.
have too much passion and conviction to cross that line. That's the absolute reality of the one and only.
The reality.
We get it. You've clearly explained your hobby and your
Oh,
philosophy.
you're in trouble, Tagami.
That's
Now,
not
if it
all
is
there
not
is.
him, the long shot,
It's a
Hail
different matter
Mary
entirely
throw is
when you're
Sakura.
forced to kill
But
in order to survive.
I think it was you, Tagami.
Quiet, lolly cur!
Oh, a cur.
Cur?
I would never kill for a reason as petty as mere survival. And if by some fluke I did kill to survive, why would I bother with the message and arrangement? It'd make me the obvious suspect.
Oh, God.
That does make some amount
Oh,
of
I
sense.
agree, Celeste. I agree.
Whatever
How much
reason I
product
never
does it
killing,
take
I would
for
never
your
lose
hair
my prized
to get those
scissors.
little curls? Is it anything compared to what I gotta use for my hair to keep it going? Maybe. No.
Maybe you used the dumbbell because you couldn't find any
Hifumi,
scissors in
she's
the
not dumb. Okay.
Any scissors? I don't just use any scissors.
High
I only use my own
class.
set of
Hifumi.
high-class
High
scissors
class.
the entire
You wouldn't know what that is, would you?
Scissors!
Okay, whatever.
Oh, it's the
Still
cat
aren't
tax
any in
got to
the
be
school.
paid. Cat tax has to be paid.
Are you sure about
Oh, hi,
that?
buddy. Come here, buddy. Oh. There she goes. She's got them. We got the cats
She's fully equipped.
fully equipped.
That's right.
It's like
So I can
Edward
kill
Scissorhands.
anywhere, anytime. Why
How
would
you doing,
I
buddy?
resort to dumbbells or rope when I have my trusty scissors by my
Oh,
side?
is that Coco?
Go ahead,
Coco
tell
doing?
me I'm wrong. You can't pen
Coco's
better
gonna go to the
dogs, all
washroom.
of you.
For like the 8th time today.
Not to mention, I have no clue how to tie a good knot.
you go, sweetie.
So rope's totally out of the question anyway.
Oh, we're starting to know. We're starting to figure out who is the killer.
Really be innocent?
It's the high of the tiger. It's the
And nobody but the
thrill
police
of
knew
the
about
fight.
that.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's why we
somebody
figured it
knew.
had to be the real
I knew.
killer and not some
And Takami
copycat
knew.
killer or
Yes.
whatever.
There is one person. Yes, Togami, the real killer. Select someone.
Here's my answer. Byakuya, it's possible you could have found out, isn't it? You'd have no problem gaining access to classified government
Exactly.
documents or internal police
I'm
records.
actually shocked at how
Plus, you've
easy
already
this
looked
one
through the
was in
genocide
comparison to the
jack
other
files
one. The other one,
before this all happened.
I know first, still a little bit tutorial sections and whatnot, but
Are you saying
it
Mr.
quite literally was
Tagami
narrowed
did it?
down to 2 people, and I wasn't really
Then the
getting
reason
pulled
pushed the
towards
theory of
Genocide Jill
Jack being the
or
killer
Genocide
so
Jack.
hard was because he wanted to pin the crime on her.
Exactly, I agree with Celeste.
So, he rearranged the scene to disguise it and make it look like I put my stamp
Yeah,
on
and he
it.
did a shitty job of it too.
The adorable glasses man was behind it
The
all.
adorable glasses man.
Oh, I'm on fire!
Oh, we don't need no water, let that motherfucker burn! Yeah, there we go.
So now the suspicion falls on me.
Indeed
Then
it
I must
does.
ask, when would you say I began acting suspicious? Surely you must have an answer.
Sure, I believe it's when you started sort of not leaving the library and starting to do all your own stuff in there.
Right before we discovered the body was a little strange.
The locker rooms, yes. They're suspicious. Very suspicious indeed. Wouldn't you agree? Suspicious? Seems nobody searched the locker rooms. Let's start with the girl. You know, I have to admit, personally, I'd probably start with the girls' locker room myself. Just, you know, you never know. You might get anything off there. You never know.
But since you're a guy,
I should have naturally thought of the boys' locker room first. Is that what you want to say?
I mean, I guess you swing the other way, Tagami. I don't really know.
Was Chihiro a girl? Hence why I said we should check the girls' locker room.
Nothing strange about that.
Except the shit stain that you left in the boys' locker room when you had to move the body. Is that right?
Okay then. What's so strange about it? Go ahead. Share with the rest.
Oh, I'm ready, Togami. I'm ready. I'm as ready as a heart attack on an old guy who ate at the Heart Attack Grill. Okay? We're ready for it. Let's make the case. Absolutely. Let's hear more. Alright, so we're going to add something called a truth flashback. If you aim at a weak spot and hold down the Y button, then you'll memorize that weak spot. Okay. This memorized phrase can only be shot once as a single truth bullet. And if you shoot or change the truth bullet, it will disappear from your truth cylinder. However, you can use this flashback feature as many times as you want. If you don't seem to have the answer to a lie or contradiction in your loaded truth bullets, it might be wise to memorize a different weak spot and use that to make the case. When's the best time to flashback? Well, you'll just have to use your keen wits, won't you? My keen tits? Is that what I'm gonna have to use? In this case, though, I will still say that if you don't use a flashback, you won't be refuting anything. Well then, good luck, and have fun. Let's make that argument. The Monokuma file, number 2.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird... how?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
You absolutely take it! That's a natural reaction for any guy!
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl. So of course I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first.
Okay.
There was no time for pointless distractions. What's so strange about that?
you wish you'd taken me with you.
Hearing Byakuya's comment about Chihiro being a girl, I realize there's a clear contradiction there. Okay, so now you gave it to me. Because it doesn't make sense how he could have known before we'd even find out. But you see, like, that's the information you're thinking of on yourself that I don't think I would know. But we need to make that clear. Okay, I'll make that clear. We'll run it through it again.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird.
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girl,
That's a natural reaction for any guy!
The victim was Chihiro, who...
No, it's wrong.
Well, I mean, yes, the victim was Chihiro, but...
I'll tell you what's so strange about that.
There we go.
Because up until we actually discovered the body, we couldn't have known who the victim was.
Correct.
So your claim that you went to the girls' locker room first because Chihiro was the victim doesn't hold up.
I see. That's a good answer, I must admit. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. But your reasoning is still
No,
too
the only
weak.
thing weak is the hot sauce that you like, okay?
What's wrong? Is that it? Surely you've got more.
Oh, I've got a lot more to
ahead.
run with this,
Show us.
Togami. A lot more. It's like he doesn't even care. It's like he's, oh, I don't know. I've got him cornered, but he's acting like he has nothing to do with him. Okay, Gavin, you choose absolutely
What's
the
the
most
matter?
worst times
You're
to come
not
up here
finished
for
already, are you?
headbutts
There
and
must
cuddles.
be more to it.
there is. I think.
There is more to it.
Come here, buddy. No, no, no. I don't need you backing up. All right. Come here. Cat tax again, ladies and gentlemen. You want to say something? Want to say something? No? No talking? No? Okay. There you go.
We just talked about the differences between this case and past Genocide Jack incidents. The proof you're looking for is hidden in there.
Is it the electrical cord?
Proof that I'm the culprit, you mean?
The differences between this case and other Genocide Jack murders. Yes, I thought we already went over these things. The evidence that proves Byakuya is responsible is hidden in there. Okay. What could it be? I'm gonna go with the electrical cord. The live. Oh, yep. There, of course, was that, but that was, of course, the extension cord that was plugged into it.
What?
So.
The difference between the cases? You want me to explain it again? When I want to kill, I use my very own special scissors.
Yes, you
and
did.
I use those same scissors to arrange the body.
Yes, you did.
But Chihiro was suspended with... It was some kind of rope. Was it not?
An extension cord.
Right! It absolutely was!
Then there must be something very fishy indeed about that rope.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I'd never seen that rope before in my life.
Lies!
No, it's wrong.
You know exactly where it's from, you jackass!
Actually, I'm pretty sure you have seen it before. Because, you see, that rope, or should I say, that extension cord?
Ha-ha!
What? An extension cord?
Yeah, that he used to read in the library.
Byakuya, you've used the extension cord in the library more than once, haven't you? And the same extension cord that was in the library all this time went missing after the murder. And there's no way someone who uses that extension cord as much as you do wouldn't discover that fact.
Then Byakuya must be the one who took the extension cord. I can't imagine any other possibility.
Oh, I mean, yes, essentially.
That's really what you think? Then your conclusion is something like this? I killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, then hung her up and wrote that bloody
Incorrect.
message.
You killed her in the boys' locker room.
I intentionally
Shit yourself,
made it look like
because that's what that
Genocide
brown
Jack
stain
was
is, and
behind
then
it.
you move the body,
Is that about right?
and then you move the pictures. You moron. There's far more to us. Again, yes, he's trying to pick us through here. We haven't gotten down to the brash end of it, but
What's wrong? I asked you if you think that's what happened.
not exactly. No.
Hell yes, that's what happened. So that's it, right? Byakuya's the killer.
I don't disagree with not disagreeing.
Crazy.
We kept calling this a game, right?
Is I
So
want
he'd
to be
totally willing to do
crazy?
something like this to
Dun, dun, and I wanna be crazy.
Sorry, but could we hold on just a second?
Here's the weird thing to me.
I think we need
If
to
he
talk
truly
about this a
is
little
the
more.
killer,
Do we
then why?
really need to?
why do we gotta
We've
go through all
already
this whole
decided who
rigmarole?
did it.
I know, but still.
Like, I mean, I know you want to be for
there's
sure,
something
right?
that's still bothering me.
Everyone's lives is on the line here, but
Is that right? And
if
what,
it's right in
pray
the
tell,
end, it's
is
right in
still
the end. Am I
bothering you?
right?
I killed her in the girls' locker room, then disguised my crime.
Now he's like admitting to it.
Specifically, I
Well, not
dressed
admitting
it up
to it.
to
This
make
is
it
his-
look
it's
like
like
it was the
O.J.
work of a
Simpson's book.
homicidal psychopath.
This is if I killed her,
What
this
about
is
all
how I
that
would have done it.
bothers you?
God, are you kidding me? Was that just now? Something's not right. Chihiro's body was definitely found in the girls' locker room. Yes, but was not killed there. No. Meanwhile, Oreo is losing his mind. Probably some birds. There's definitely something off about what he said. It's the scene of the...
I got it! You say you killed Chihiro in the girls'
You
locker
moved
room,
the-
right?
You exchanged
Are
the
you sure
posters.
about that? Isn't it
You took a dump in
possible
the
that
boys'
murder
locker
took
room. We
place
all know
somewhere
it.
else?
We all know it.
How disappointing. What kind of question is that? Even in the world of disappointments, this is a true letdown. She was found dead in the girls' locker room. There is absolutely no question
I
about
mean, maybe
that.
technically dead, yes,
How could
sure.
the
Didn't
scene
see
of
the
the
coroner
crime have
show
been
up.
anywhere
Paramedics,
else?
doctor. Is there a doctor in the house? No.
Well,
Didn't see them
I
show
think
up,
it's
no.
entirely possible that she was killed somewhere else, then carried there later, along with the rest of the murder scene.
Oh, here we go.
The rest of the murder scene?
Yeah, the boys' locker
That
room.
was awfully specific. Please tell me you have a reason for saying
Oh,
all of that.
I got a reason, big boy.
I believe I do.
Oh! Right off the fucking schnoz for that guy. When the story suddenly moved to the crime scene, who'd been so confident up till now? Yes. But maybe Byakuya never even realized that the actual scene of the crime could have been somewhere else. Yes, it was. To the Batcave!
Don't just move on
Alfred!
without permission! What do you mean she was killed somewhere else?
She was killed in the boys' locker room in Kiyotaka.
Come on, Makoto. If there's any chance the murder took place somewhere else, let's see the proof.
Evidence that shows that murder took place somewhere else. Yes, indeed, it did. There was something that switched between the boys and girls' locker room. It was the poster.
I got it! The proof that she was killed somewhere else is the poster that's hanging in each locker room.
Your proof is some posters?
Yeah, that you
poster in the
sloppily
girls'
got a little bit of
locker room
blood
was-
on the one.
A picture of a big boobed supermodel.
Big boobs!
But don't you think that's kind of strange? Why would the girls' locker room have a poster like
Hey, maybe
that?
they all swing that way, right?
I bet those massive jugs of hers were totally fake!
Yeah, fake jugs.
Meanwhile, the boys' locker room had a poster of the super popular boy band Tornado.
God, heart's beating for Tornado. There we go.
That doesn't really seem to belong
Why doesn't
in a
it?
boys' locker
Can't
room.
we enjoy the Backstreet Boys
so you're
in
saying
sync?
that maybe the posters
No.
were switched?
Perhaps a K-pop
And there's
band? Is
one
that not
other
working
thing
for
I
us?
noticed
Tornado is
about
no
the
good for
locker
the boys. Hi, Coco.
You know what I'm talking about, right, Sakura?
Coco, are you the one that's meowing?
You're referring to my protein coffee, aren't you?
Ew, protein coffee. Oh, is that the
Protein
the brown
While I was
spot
in the
that I
girls'
shot? I
locker
thought was
room
shit.
earlier, I spilled some protein coffee on the carpet. But I noticed that after the murder, the stain
No,
had been totally
what? It wasn't.
away.
It was just moved into the boys' locker room. Thank you for that, Dosakura. Ba, 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 bum.
I got it! The stain on the girls' locker room carpet.
It was. I
wasn't
still think
scrubbed
it's
away.
poo. I don't think it's protein coffee.
In
It was
fact,
definitely poo.
I found it on the boys' locker room carpet.
That's definitely the stain from my protein coffee.
Then, does that mean that the carpets were switched too? But why would anyone do that?
To move the murder scene from one locker room to the other. It's certainly plausible, don't you think?
Oh, anything's possible. Sure.
In other words, in order to completely swap the scene of the crime, the bloodstained poster and carpet were moved along with the dead body. By doing this, the killer was able to change the entire room where the murder took place.
I can certainly follow your reasoning, but why would the culprit bother doing that?
Huh?
Why would they go through all that trouble of switching the scene of the crime? Actually, an even bigger question. If the murder did take place in the boys' locker room, then how did Chihiro get in the boys' locker room in the first place? To get into the locker rooms, you have to swipe your e-handbook across the card reader device.
You do have to do that, yes.
But Chihiro's handbook should have only allowed her access to the girls' locker room. She had no way to get into the boys' locker room to begin with.
No, she did have a way, and I can tell you what
That's
it was.
the Broken E-handbook. Oh, it's all coming to a crashing end for you. I look forward to your death. I truly do. Yes. Oh, let me present item number 3. The Broken E-handbook, yes, of course. How could we forget?
Is it really possible? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Ah, I got it! She must have hacked her e-handbook. She was the ultimate programmer, after all.
Yeah.
I'm sure that would have been no problem for her.
No, I don't think that's it. She used the thing that was in the main hall.
Huh? What thing?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course.
No, that's wrong.
I think things are going a little swimmingly here today, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't think
You
Chihiro
can't
used
get
Leon's handbook.
anything past this.
Why not?
Okay?
Because Leon's
The
handbook
best
was
fucking
broken.
looking guy on Twitch,
Oh.
ladies and gentlemen. No, it's not
Well, then,
Guy
I guess
fucking
that'd be pretty
Bean.
impossible,
The
huh?
two-time
Struck silent
Dr.
by
Disrespect. No, it ain't him, okay? The 6'8" mastodon, old guy. No, I'm sorry. The slicked back hair and the mullet. No, it's a great little character you got there, but you're about as real as a loaf of cat bread, okay? It ain't happening, bud.
In other words,
Sure,
you
I
can
don't
borrow
have
a dead
20
person's
million
handbook all you
people in
want,
the arena,
be safe.
but there's gonna be nobody as real as I am, okay?
Keep the nails
That's the end of
square
that
on
one,
the
bud.
noggin.
It's the end.
Of course, if it were broken, that wouldn't make any sense anyway.
Why wouldn't it, Togami?
She must have hacked it, like I said.
Love to
She
throw
used her
shade at
ultimate programmer skills and
Dr. Disrespect every once
You
in a while.
can't fix an e-handbook. The instant you open one up, a security buzzer starts glaring.
Me-noo,
She didn't
me-noo,
use Leon's
me-noo.
handbook, and she didn't modify her own handbook.
Maybe Mr. Naegi's initial assumption is just wrong?
It seems
Wrong.
like there's no way she could have got into the boys' locker room. So I guess so.
okay then, I vote for Byakuya.
Is that it? No, like, I mean... Chihiro was killed in the girls' locker room and Byakuya's the one who did it? So I don't know what else I can do.
Hold on a second. I agree with you, though. I think you're on the right track.
Yep. You need to
What
make
the-
this
You
100%.
finally decide to open your mouth, and that's what you've got to say?
Hey, shut up, Mondo. She's good looking.
There's no way she
Therefore, we
could
need
get
to
in the
listen to
boys'
what she has to
locker
say.
room, right? So,
She's... Ha ha!
Why are you so sure she couldn't get in? There's still one other way she could have gained access.
what?
Mondo,
What are
I
you
can't
talking
take you
about?
seriously with that
What
hair.
other way
I just
is there?
can't. I can't and I won't.
Well, to explain that, why don't we take a little break from the trial? I'd like you all to come see something.
Break. Okay. What are you gonna show us there, lovely?
Wait. Just what do you think you're doing?
We're gonna go have a sex session.
Don't
That's what's
worry.
gonna happen.
This'll make the whole trial more exciting.
Oh, more exciting.
sure that thought
Finally,
must please
because
you.
that's what was missing in the game, apparently.
Huh? It'll make things more exciting?
Indeed, it will,
Well,
Monokuma.
alright then.
Indeed, it
I
will.
declare an official class trial recess.
For real?
For
Now
reals.
then, what is it you want to show us? It better not be boring or I'll be very
Oh, we don't want to have an upset
happy.
teddy bear now,
I
do
have
we?
no doubt it'll
He'll end
meet
up
your
like Ted
lofty
from the movie
expectations.
Ted.
So, shall we go?
I wonder if he gets mad if we call him Teddy Ruxpin. But before I even knew what was happening, the class trial has been put on hold. We headed off with Kyoko in the lead. Well, that's an easy bum to follow there now, isn't it? And where she took us was the crime scene.
The girls' locker room?
Indeed.
We've already searched this place top to bottom. What are you trying to pull, Missy?
I'd like you to examine the victim's body one more time.
One more time. You just got me. Sure, we'll check it again.
Be
Why
sure
not?
to examine the entire body very carefully.
I'll take my time.
Examine her carefully? Like using our hands? No way, no way, no way, no way, no way!
It's probably best if I don't run my hands all over a girl's
You know
dead
what?
body.
I'll do it without gloves.
It's not that I'm
How about
freaked
that?
out or anything.
I'll take
it's
care of
just
that, right? That's okay. I think you
Based
can
on
handle
religious
that,
grounds,
right?
you know?
Very well. I'll do it.
Oh,
But you're a girl. You shouldn't have to touch a dead body. Just let one of the boys do it.
No, it's okay. I think Chihiro would rather have a girl
she's dead,
examine
so
her.
let's not jump to those
So
conclusions,
just leave
Sakura.
this to me.
Sakura.
They're man hands anyways
What
from
is this? I'm trying
Seinfeld.
to see
Has
the
anyone
girl
ever
and
looked at
girl
her?
like
She had man hands.
You are about?
Man hands.
That's not it at all. Stop screwing around.
Stop screwing around.
Okay, here I go.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Chihiro. Please excuse
She's
the
dead,
intrusion.
okay? There's no intrusions happening. Putting her hands together in a brief prayer, Sakura then began to quietly examine the body.
Be sure to check her entire body, and I believe we will solve this particular mystery.
Okay. Looking forward to it, Kyoko.
Her entire
Looking forward
body.
to what you have to
I
offer
know
here.
you say that, but what? This is. What is this?
What is it?
It's over 9,000 apparently.
Not possible. It's not
Oh
possible.
my god, she's gonna blow up. Her heirs were staring wildly. Her heirs. Eyes. Massive frame.
This
trembled.
girl is
Is what?
a boy.
Ah, I see. So she was actually
Oh wow.
interesting. Thank you for confirming this fact. What?
So is it back to Genocide
right?
Jack?
I wouldn't joke about this.
Holy shnikes.
It's really true?
Chihiro was a guy? Oh, what? You guys didn't know? Heck, I knew that right off the
Thanks for
bat.
sharing, Monokuma.
Chihiro Fujisaki was totally a guy.
Totally.
He was a cross-dresser? Oh, I'm really on fire! I wish I had
Oh, okay.
killed him.
So that's what Kyoko wanted to show everyone, huh?
Okay.
Interesting.
So Genocide Jack still didn't kill him.
Yes, that certainly
I would
does
say it
make
makes it
things
more
much
interesting,
more
but then
exciting.
it just
Now let's
bypasses the
ride
fact
this
of how they
wave
actually
of
got into
excitement
the
back to the courtroom and
uh,
get back to the trial.
into the boys' locker room where they were killed.
I do apologize for keeping you waiting.
Just makes it a little more sense,
Now
obviously.
then, let's resume the class trial. We've all just learned of the shocking revelation that Chihiro was actually a boy.
Indeed they
Let's
were.
pick up from there.
Yes, well, I don't know his reason for hiding it, but the fact is, Chihiro was not a girl, but a boy.
Yeah. That's one right off that's never crossed my mind. No, exactly. I agree with you.
And because the victim was male, he would have had no problem gaining access
Yeah,
to
his
the
card
boys'
would
locker
have
room.
just worked.
Assuming his handbook did, in fact, list his gender as male, then yes, that would be true.
Of course his handbook said he was a boy. He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy through and through.
He had a penis.
So then, there should be no issue with Makoto's initial assertion.
All of the penises, ladies and gentlemen.
The victim was killed in the boys' locker room, and was then later moved to the girls' locker room.
Yes.
And the killer could have easily used Sayaka or Junko's handbook to get
So it
into
still
the
would
girls'
have to
locker
have been a
room.
guy that would have killed him to get access to the boys'
Chihiro
locker
really
room.
was killed in the boys' locker
So
room?
that still would offset Genocide
I still
Jill.
don't understand the motive for moving the body, but yes, that does seem plausible.
Well, that would be to have
Well,
Genocide
I
Jill
must
would
admit,
be.
I did find it rather odd. I knew he felt a little off. There was a certain incongruity to his female body.
This is the most titillating
Are you literally just does he already assume it's over?
Everything has been connected. All the mysteries have finally become clear.
Okay, well, connected or clear or whatever. We still think you're the killer, remember?
Yeah, like
Very
he's not saying
interesting.
anything.
This has become very interesting indeed.
He's off in his own little world.
What about you, Makoto? After everything we've learned, do you still think Byakuya's the killer?
Well, without a doubt, Byakuya is the one that made Chihiro's death look like Genocide Jack did it.
Yes.
But
It's not as open and
he might
shut.
not actually be the killer after
Oh,
all.
I mean,
What? But aren't you the one who accused him in the first place?
yeah, I am, but
He just seems to be too...
yeah,
easygoing
like
about
exactly.
this.
It's far too
Like he's
going
enjoying
along with the
solving the
entire
mystery.
thing.
The
Well, maybe
way
that's
he's
him.
acting, it makes it seem like it doesn't have anything to do with him.
And you think that might be because it doesn't have anything to do with him?
Not necessarily.
Plus, the evidence he left behind was a little too... how can I put it? Overt.
I wonder if my-
He consciously chose to use the extension cord, knowing it
I
could
wonder if
connect
it was
him to the
Sakura
murder.
going with the gut long
least-
shot.
That's how I see it. And Byakuya, when you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you. And then again, when you found out Chihiro was actually a guy. If you really were the
That's
killer,
some fat
that
material
stuff
right
wouldn't
there.
have had any effect on you.
So that's your thinking, huh? Well, it bothers me that you don't have more concrete reasons, but it's fine. I guess I'll mark it as correct for the time being.
It's, I mean,
Mark
the
it as
conclusion we're
correct.
coming to is making
He's right.
sense, but now
I am not the culprit.
I am
just
fucking
happened
thrown-
to come across the corpse in the girls' locker room and decided to alter it.
Why would you do that?
Are you fucking with us right now?
Why would you do that?
No, I am not effing with you right now. I'm telling you the truth.
God.
Well, I find it very hard to believe.
Go ahead. Find it very hard to believe. You're free to be executed along with the rest of us.
If you're really telling the truth, then why? Why
So
do
it
you
was
do
a
that
guy.
to the body?
My reasons hardly matter right now. Uncovering the culprit is much more important, wouldn't you say?
Oh, wow.
Now then, if it wasn't me, who was it?
Wish I knew.
Well, I don't think I can say for sure without talking about it a little more.
They're seriously gonna keep going? We're all good, aren't we? I thought it was clear Byakuya did.
Yeah, well, I don't want to throw him out and then we're all dead.
No, I'm with Makoto. If there's any doubt whatsoever,
Just
we
like
need
in
to
the
explore
real
every
court
possibility.
system,
Because if
without
we're
a
wrong, we all
reasonable
die
doubt,
here.
we cannot put that
That's
man
true.
up on the pedestal. We
Very well
cannot do
then.
so.
I'm with you too.
Damn straight. Count me in.
Although this is
Do you
now
not
making me
have a mind of
rethink.
your own?
Other
Of
than
course I do. What am I, an ant or something?
Anyway, let's discuss this all as a group one more time.
as I was saying, like I thought,
We
oh,
still
this
have
is
time to
blowing
make
by
our
a little
decision.
too. I knew that it had to throw a wrench in it. I just knew it had to. I knew it.
Our lives are all on the line.
Excellent. Then shall we resume our game of hide and seek?
I have no idea. I wish I had a general idea. I really do. I am as perplexed as anybody here. The killer was able to gain access to the real murder, which means the killer is a guy.
A gun!
Since the crime scene was the boys' locker room, you would need a boys' handbook to get in. Well, I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean that they have to be a guy, and someone can be left the handbook. So Leon's handbook is apparently broken, so the killer would have used their own. Okay, so we'd bypass that. So it had to have been a guy. Done. But it's not enough. Of course not. Oh, man. Holy shnikes. Celeste's account. Okay, yes. I forgot Celeste's account.
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
Well, clues are one thing, but did nobody get a look at the killer?
I'm sure if someone saw the killer, they would have said something by now.
Perhaps someone
yes,
saw the
I'm
victim
always
at
assuming
some point.
people's genders
Even
demonic.
that
How you
might be enough
doing?
for now.
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
No. All right. Yeah. No, we're good here.
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
I'm just throwing out on anything now. I was doing so well up until this point. Yeah, we'll be fine. Okay. Still got 3 hearts. I'm doing fantastic, actually. Outside of the fact that I wasn't able to start at the time I wanted to. Then, of course, you know, stream issues with the webcam and things weren't working as the way I would have liked. But outside of that, it's all done. It's all working. We've been on live for an hour and 20 minutes, so happy about that. Everything's well now.
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
Yes, not yet. Although you never know, right?
You want to know who saw the victim? The killer, and only the killer.
Wrong. Someone saw them. I mean, you never know.
I believe someone else did see the victim before he was murdered. What do you think, Celeste?
I just gotta check to see what the hell the cats just did. 1 sec. Just absolutely never ends. I'm back. Cats knocked over their food. Of course they did. That's what happens. Heart, yes. So we believe someone saw the victim.
I did see him.
We just need to find out who we think saw the victim.
I suppose only Makoto knows about this. The rest of you had no idea, did you? That is why you're all making such ugly noises.
Whatever! Just hurry up and tell us!
It was last night, right before nighttime. I saw Chihiro in the dormitory warehouse. I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag.
Oh,
and then
that's right, because he was going to the gym.
He headed off to exercise.
But because they're trying to be secret, because no one knows that he's a man and has a penis. Oh, it's making sense now.
It seems likely that the culprit destroyed them to get rid of any evidence.
Have you played this game, Demonic?
He said something that struck me as rather odd.
What? Better get going, kind of in a hurry.
Chihiro told me he was in a hurry. But why would he be in a hurry? Only if someone
Never played.
was waiting for him, I should think.
So, Mr. Fujisaki was on his way to meet with someone, and then they were going to work out together?
But Hina and I had invited him to exercise with us plenty of times, and he always declined.
Probably because he was afraid you'd find out the secret he was hiding, right?
The multiple penises?
Which means that conversely, he must have trusted whoever he was meeting with very much. Enough so that he was willing to risk his secret being revealed.
Memory's not so good, buddy.
Oh,
Multiple
the
concussions.
friendship.
It's not as good as it
The
once
point
was.
is, whoever he met up with is the culprit, right? So we just gotta figure out who it was.
But knowing what we know,
I still don't know how to pronounce it. I just call it Dang It Grandpa. That's
You
what it
already
is.
have what you need
Dang
to
it
make the
Grandpa!
connection.
Happy Trigger Havoc? Something like that?
huh?
You know who the killer is.
Seriously? Who is it? Who's the killer?
Think back to the track jacket and duffel bag the killer disposed of. Focus on the details of these items, and it should become obvious who was waiting for him.
Are you sure about that? You really think we can figure out who did it based on two pieces of evidence that we don't have?
Who would be having the duffel bag? Oh, and the tracksuit.
You want
Definitely ain't Haifumi.
fingerprints or something?
It's gotta be
Even if we
someone
had the equipment for that, we wouldn't know how to
athletic.
use it.
As was noted, the evidence is already gone. There's nothing to get fingerprints from.
Maybe, but we can make certain inferences if we just take the time to talk it out.
Easy for you to say. But fine. Celeste, did you notice anything special about the bag or jacket? The bag was just a normal duffel bag from the warehouse. All the bags in there are the same, so I can't imagine what would make that one special.
Well, if I remember right, there was a decent variety of tracksuits to choose from.
Okay.
Do you think there might be some connection between the culprit and Chihiro's jacket?
Perhaps. Let's explore that and talk a bit more about the jacket he took.
This track here really holds some clue. Somehow it really is hard to... Yeah, it's very difficult to believe. There still is a lot of stuff I'm still not catching on with everything, I guess, here. And I wonder why all my chat commands not properly working.
First of all, we know where Chihiro was heading. He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
Probably had a penis pocket. That'd be my guess.
It matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him?
No.
Nope.
Hold on a second, Mondo. What did you just say?
People love Mondo.
What'd I say?
When Celeste testified a few minutes ago, she said,
I saw him stuffing a tracksuit into a duffel bag. And then I assume he headed off to exercise.
she never said anything about the jacket's color.
Oh.
So why did you say Chihiro's blue tracksuit?
Uh-oh.
What are you?
Mondo.
Hey, Celeste, what color was Chihiro's tracksuit?
It's like a gray, wasn't it?
As a matter
Oh, it was
of
blue.
fact, it was blue?
Something's wrong, Mondo.
Before we
I never
began
liked
the
his
trial,
hair to begin with.
Did you tell anyone that?
The only one I told about any of this was you.
Then
It's gonna be real good to get rid of that guy with the terrible haircut. Although we're gonna lose one of the tunnel snakes. That's terrible if that truly is him.
I'm sure he saw the clothes at some point in the investigation.
Wow.
No, that
Wow.
can't be it.
I need Owen Wilson to say that
Bag
for
and
me.
clothes were surely disposed of by the time we began our investigation.
I like some of their hair.
Then the only reason we could have known what color the tracksuit was.
Like Kyoko's hair is cool for a woman's hair.
Cherry with it
Her
before
hair is a
we
little
died.
too long.
That's the
Genocide
only
Jill, a little too long.
possibility.
Ifumi's hair is typical nerd. Hina's hair works for me.
Are
It can
you
work.
talking about Chihiro? So,
I feel like my hair demonic.
Did you see the tracksuit or didn't you?
Okay, easy with the scissors,
Just by
Genocide Jill.
chance.
Just
I
easy.
just
I mean,
happened
this
to see
guy's
it
got a
last
Brillo pad that's just
walked
tunneling
past
in
me,
like a
and he
tornado.
was carrying the tracksuit
There's
in
no
his
normal
hands.
hairstyle. Yeah, correct. There isn't really. It's, you know, but that's a Japanese-centric part of the game, right?
According to Celeste's testimony,
I mean, Celeste has a normal hairstyle, right? Look at that. That looks slimmer.
when Celeste noticed it, Chihiro made a point of making sure the jacket was completely in the bag. If you just ran into him briefly,
Maybe because normal hairstyles are boring? I don't know.
What color the tracksuit was.
It would appear you dug your own grave.
Could you imagine, like, in real life, people had, like, ridiculous hairstyles? Like, I guess Togami's hairstyle is pretty normal, at least Japanese-centric style normal, right?
Obvious who he met with? What a bunch of nonsense.
Everyone else has just some type of anime type of hairstyle.
Now I understand. It was all one big
Anime!
bluff, wasn't it? Your true intention was to draw a slip of the tongue from the culprit.
Slip of the tongue, eh?
That's why you said you knew who did it, to put them on edge.
That's right. However, Mondo was my target all along. I had my suspicions about him from the very
Thanks for
beginning.
sharing with the class at the beginning, then. You had Lady Gaga type hairstyles, yeah, absolutely.
That's a good question.
The way he's acting? Nope.
There was a certain turning point that tipped me off.
Maybe I did get it right.
Maybe you didn't notice it, Mondo, but you tend to refer to men and women differently. You only call guys dude. For girls, it's chick. And after he was killed, you happen to refer to him as dude. Once I picked up on that, it occurred to me that Mondo
Oh,
knew
so he
something
knew
we
that she
didn't.
had a penis, or he had a penis, or...
Notice such
What?
a tiny detail? Are you a witch? She's a witch! You're possibly
Burn her!
evil.
Burn her at the stake!
No, I'm not the frightful one.
Ooh.
Not nearly as frightful as someone capable of murdering a friend.
Wait. Who said we're all friends here?
Mondo, was it really you? Did you really kill Chihiro?
I didn't
That's a
tell
hell of
anyone.
it's a hell of a belt buckle, though, isn't
You've
it?
been all over me, judging everything I say, putting words in my
You know
mouth.
those veins that are running and protruding
What
across
gives you
your
the
head
right
with
to treat
those
me like a
sweat
goddamn
marks?
criminal?
Those aren't helping your case there, Mondo.
He would never do something like that. This is a false accusation.
It's true. My reasoning on that is pretty shaky.
That was fast.
Well, this does
I've never
present us
seen...
with a problem.
Yeah, he is stuttering.
It seems we are all out of leads.
I wonder if those are the types of things like that you actually have to pick up on,
my
though.
little ghost friend is telling me.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that
dead
reminds
giveaway.
me. Hifumi,
Where is my
weren't you telling
rightful
me you found some
representation?
evidence?
Where is my lawyer? Where's Better Call Saul?
What kind of evidence?
Better Call Saul.
Actually, no. Now that I'm thinking about it here calmly, it
You don't need a
might not
criminal
be all that
lawyer.
relevant.
You need a
Jeez, does
criminal
your confidence just
lawyer.
get up and walk away? It's fine, man. Just tell us.
If you really insist, then, here it is.
Thank you.
What do you have there?
It happens
Gene
to
Simmons'
be an
tongue.
e-handbook. I found it laying on the ground, so I scooped it up.
Then it must belong to... Hifumi is pretty useless.
I got it. We know Chihiro's handbook.
I mean,
was missing
he's
from the scene of the
useless,
crime,
but he's
right?
completely useless.
For a fact.
For a fact indeed. I was totally sure I'd found it.
then it must hold some clue about the culprit,
I'm gonna
right?
lose my mind if my cat's knocked over their food again.
Well, that's what I was hoping. But it's busted. It won't even turn on.
I imagine the culprit broke it to get rid of any evidence after the murder.
That's odd.
Coco tends
I
to
didn't
go
think the
crazy
handbooks were
at
quite so
night.
Fragile.
You're right.
I mean, they all go
They're not.
crazy, but
They're totally
she starts chasing everyone
waterproof and
around. It's like she
shock-resistant.
wakes up to
It
the
would take
world.
an awful lot to break one.
And yet,
But I
this
thought
one
you'd
does
say that
appear to
some
be broken,
alarm would go off
as
if there
is
was some
Leon's,
tampering
sitting
involved.
useless in the main hall. For all your confidence,
Welcome back, Faber.
That is a remarkably high failure rate.
Do you think there might be some kind of mystery in there somewhere?
Oh, I love a good old unsolved
How?
mystery. Where's Robert Shack when you need him?
Books get broken.
Does it have a weak? Everything has a weak point, right? I think by hacking it. Maybe? No, I don't think that's right though. Debug to hell and back. Okay. Okay, no bugs.
Shoot.
Yeah, fuck, I embarrassed myself. I'm a moron. Alright, it makes me think that if there was a bug, that you wouldn't also be able to hack it at the same time. So I'm gonna think that hitting it at its weak point, fuck, that doesn't make
I got it!
well, apparently it is.
You
But,
already told us before that the handbook has one weak point, didn't you?
well, I wasn't paying attention to that point.
You remember that?
No, I didn't. That's why it took me 2
Maybe I let
tries.
that slip, but I never told anyone what the weak point actually was.
But if the handbook is supposed to never break, and 2 of them broke
These
in
handbooks
quick
sound like shit now.
succession,
Then we can only assume that someone's figured out its weakness. You know what the weakness is, right, Monokuma? So,
Yeah,
what is
share
it?
with the class. Come on now.
You're asking me?
Well, you're the one
I
named
think it's a
Monokuma.
necessary piece of information if you want this to be a fair trial.
But
A fair
if
trial
I
with
tell
a bear
you
as the
and
judge,
someone
jury, and
else decides
executioner.
to
That makes a
copy
lot
it,
of sense.
That would be very not good.
Just tell us already. Why would we want to break our own handbooks?
Probably to look at pictures of
Oh
penises.
well, I have a weakness for pushy demands. But you're sure you won't follow their example? Then allow me to make a special announcement. The weak point of
Everyone
my
pay attention now.
cutting-edge e-handbook is when it's exposed to high temperatures for too long, it will suffer
Oh,
a
fuck, a
meltdown. and
meltdown?
totally
That's terrible.
I flippin' knew it.
You knew it?
Yeah, because I found the handbook laying on the floor of the sauna. The temperature in the sauna can reach over 200 degrees. Strange how you don't get burnt, huh? It's because as your sweat evaporates, it creates a cooling layer of air around your
Thank you,
skin.
Dr. Science.
If the hot air of the sauna were somehow pushed directly onto your skin,
Bo- 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 bo-
definitely
bo- bo-
get
bo- bo-
fried. That layer of air would get blown away. That's why you may feel a burning when you move around.
That's why it
So
hurts
when
and
you're in a
burns when I
sauna,
pee.
make
Is that
sure
really the
to
problem?
keep
You shouldn't
nice
probably be
and
peeing in the
still.
sauna anyways.
Interesting. I learned one new fact today.
That is a mere trifling speck of knowledge.
I don't know, Faber.
if you
Hyphen
found the
just
victim's
somehow
handbook
became
in the
pretty
sauna-
useless right there.
Then the killer must have been purposely trying to raise its temperature in
I
order
thought
to
we already
break it.
figured it was Mondo. Everyone hates
meaning the
Mondo!
culprit somehow knew its weakness.
But how'd they find out? Monokuma said he didn't tell anyone, right?
Indeed. Quite the mystery.
What if they found out by accident?
Oh, it's a possibility, Kyoko.
What do you mean by accident?
Means
What
that
if
they
the
didn't
killer
plan
took
on
their
doing
own
it,
handbook into the
Sakura.
sauna, not knowing its weakness, and it broke? They'd realize it was broken, of course, and it wouldn't be hard to figure out why. And once they had Chihiro's handbook, they knew they had an easy way to dispose of it.
I won't say it's not possible, but who would have done something like that? I don't know of anyone who took their handbook into the sauna.
I might know someone who did.
Sure, please do.
Whoa! Seriously?
I think the one who may have taken their handbook into the sauna was...
Oh, so you don't have the answer. You're gonna have me pick. It had to be the one who wore all of their clothes into the sauna. It was all of their clothes. I'm still gonna go with him.
Mondo, your handbook got broken in the sauna, didn't it?
What?
It was weird how it tries to throw you into maybe.
Why do you keep accusing him?
Mondo and Taka had an endurance contest in the sauna not too long ago, remember?
See, sometimes I remember a few
And
things.
for the contest, Mondo just so happened to keep his school uniform on. But little did he realize, he'd also left his handbook in one of his uniform pockets.
Look how jacked the other guy is.
And when it was all over, Mondo discovered that taking
Fucking
your
jacked.
handbook into the sauna could
No
easily
dad
destroy
bod
it.
on him. Ugh.
Wait, hold up. You've got it all wrong. He would never kill.
So what, Kiyotaka? You gonna tell us that maybe
I
you
don't
were the
accept
killer?
this. Show me the proof. The actual solid proof.
Yeah, I don't want to believe anyone's killing people around here, but fact of the matter is this. We only get out of this school, hotel despair, is by killing someone. And you can only kill a maximum of 2 people and get away with it.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
Oh, okay. Apparently it does work fine.
Shoot!
Yep, I look like a moron again.
Let's test Makoto's assertion.
If what he says, you broke your own handbook. In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto...
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
See? Look.
It's gonna be him
Makoto was
that.
wrong after all.
Damn it. No, I don't. Unless I have another.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
See? Look. Makoto was wrong after all. Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly.
So it's got to be the one where he says that it worked just fine when we know it didn't. So he's got to.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo,
It's got to be that one.
handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
Like, this is where I'm trying to figure, like, what's the thing I'm doing incorrect here. We're down to half a life here. That's fine. The game lets you continue on anyways.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct,
I
then
still think
Mondo,
that's the one, though.
you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
See? Look! Makoto was wrong after all! Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly!
God damn it. And that would show the handbook Mondo actually has, would be.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what
Feel
he
free
says
to
is
give me
correct,
a
then
spot
Mondo,
here, guys. I'm
you broke your
fairly
own
certain there's
handbook.
gotta be something I'm missing here.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
I think it's what he says.
Makoto was wrong after all!
No?
Shoot!
Game over, man. This happens from time to time, ladies and gentlemen. It's okay. Who's the real Blackened? I guess me, apparently, because we don't know. Throw me under the bus? Just assume it's me? That's unfortunate now, isn't it? We're all dead. Shocking, I know.
Is this really the end?
No,
for
we're
all
gonna
of us?
continue. We're gonna try again, Makoto. Absolutely.
I refuse to give up yet.
I can see clearly now the rain is gone. No, I can't. As long as we don't have to start this whole thing rigmarole over again, which I don't think we do. So, you know, we're given some
Let's
opportunities
test
there.
Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
See? Look!
Then I missed that shot.
Makoto was wrong after all!
What? Like? No, like I'm trying. I'm literally trying to. I'm trying to figure out which one we're supposed to be using here. Not
Let's
broken
test
handbook,
Makoto's
apparently.
assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo,
It's stuff like this. Like I'm
you
trying to
broke
figure
your
like.
own handbook.
I think I know.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
Ah!
See? Look! Makoto was wrong after all!
I literally I have no idea what I'm trying to be hitting here.
Let's test Makoto's assertion.
Card reader.
If what he says is correct, then
I thought we
Mondo,
tried that one as well.
you broke
That
your
didn't work
own
out either.
handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
See? Look! Makoto was wrong after all!
Shoot!
I could have sworn I've used every single one here.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is
Broken
correct,
e-handbook.
then Mondo,
Okay.
you broke your own handbook.
Like this is the part I talked about in the
In
first
other
first trial.
if Mondo's
You know who the
handbook
killer is.
actually broken,
You pretty much know what all
then
the
that
answers are to it, but
proves that what
things
Makoto
just
said
don't
is
add up
right.
properly.
Well, my
At
goddamn
least
handbook works just fine.
No, that's wrong.
Thought I used that one already. Apparently we didn't.
Mondo, the handbook you have right now, is it really yours?
Guess I should start paying attention a
What
little
is
bit
that
more.
supposed to mean?
The broken handbook that was in the main hall. Isn't that one actually yours?
What the heck are you talking about?
What I mean is, I think Mondo swapped his handbook out for one that actually works. I think he took Leon's handbook and replaced it with his own. After all, Monokuma said himself that Leon's handbook never should have broken.
That's right! The punishment it suffered wasn't nearly enough to destroy
No, it wasn't.
So then, the broken handbook in the main hall is actually Mondo's, which would mean that the handbook Mondo has right now is actually Leon's. Yes?
But doesn't that violate the school regulation that says loaning out your handbook is prohibited?
No, I believe it was stealing.
Well, here's how I look at
You
it.
could loan it out. That was fine.
There is a rule about loaning your handbook to another student, but if they're dead,
Oh,
they're not
okay.
a student.
It's a little bit of a loophole there.
It's a gray area, I admit. But no worries. If anything, it just makes things more interesting. As such, I decree that exchanging handbooks with a corpse is not
Good to
the
know I can
violation of
exchange
the
all
rules.
the corpse
Well,
handbooks
Mondo,
around.
If I'm wrong about this, you're welcome to say so. I'm happy to admit I made a mistake, but
Son of a bitch.
What's wrong, bro? Come on, tell him he's wrong.
I don't think he's wrong.
You are wrong. You have to be wrong.
I think he killed her.
Everything
Him.
you just said is wrong. You made it all up.
okay. Then why don't we look back on
What
this
are the two of
case
you
one
doing?
more time, from the beginning?
My cats, man.
That
I
way,
tell you.
everything will become clear, and we'll all see if I was right or wrong.
All right. Closing arguments finished. Oh God, I remember this. Oh God. All right, so there's the duffel bag. There's Celeste. Oh God. There would be Mondo. I'm trying to think because this goes with a Japanese take, right? So everything goes this way. So then you go there to there. Because he's a boy, he goes in there. Wave hi to Mondo. Mondo comes up behind us. And then Splat. Oh no. These. Actually, I think that's that. Yep, that's not good. Okay, so then he's rolling up the rug. He probably takes that down. Or no. No. Probably does that. I have no idea. I don't like the look of this guy. Like it's so terrible. Oh man. Okay, so he's exerted. There's the proteins. Then pops into the. Oh, that's right, because he. I am not even going to be close to being right on this. Not even close. God. What do I think the last scene's gonna be? Like, what is that he's going into there? Is that everything? I don't even know. I don't know. I don't think that's
the killer is
right.
You.
I choose you.
Let's take a look back to before the incident. Last night, Celeste saw Chihiro in the warehouse, correct? At the time, she was apparently stuffing something into a duffel bag. That something was a blue tracksuit. You can confirm this, right, Celeste?
So far, so good.
With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out, even though it was officially nighttime. She made her way to the locker room, specifically the boys' locker room. But how could the victim, who was apparently a girl, access the boys' locker room? Simple, because she was really a he, which is why he was able to use his own handbook to gain entrance to the boys' locker room. Once inside, he met with someone there, and the person he met was the one who killed him. It seems likely that the killer grabbed the nearby dumbbell, approached the unsuspecting
Am I so far
Chihiro,
correct? This is hilarious.
and attacked him. And that's where the bloodstains on the poster and carpeting.
I'm
in
sitting
the
here
boys'
thinking like I
locker room
fucking
could
blew
be.
this, and I'm actually doing quite well here.
It was likely in the heat of the moment.
In the
The body was
heat
arranged,
of
but
the
murder itself
moment.
felt unplanned. Which is why the killer hurried to try and hide the act. First, pulling up the bloodstained carpet.
Yeah.
Then removing the bloody poster.
I wasn't guessing because I know how it went. But I thought I wouldn't make it to Act 3 so well, if that makes sense.
The killer is you! Which is why the killer hurried to try and hide the act.
I think I screwed that part up
First,
again.
pulling up the bloodstained carpet. Then removing the bloody poster.
No. He removes the poster. No, then I fuck it up. That's fine. Obviously, we get another chance, which is good. I just got to really run through it this time a lot better. I love how they just keep voting for me, though. Like that's the beautiful part there. Obviously.
Is this really the end for all?
No. Yeah, of course I'm gonna give it another shot.
I refuse to give up yet.
All right, let's get this rolling. We got some new lives here. All right, closing argument. Let's go here. Page 1. Is the gym bag. Now I wish I could remember what we were doing before. Page 2. And then it's her walking into the boys' room. Okay. So she runs on in. And sees. It's gotta be him working out, I believe. All right. And then I had the poster. Okay. Nothing there. He's rolling up. And then that's right, he pulls her into there. Putting the poster back up. And then he's going to be writing Bloodlust. No. think I fucked up here. Alright, so a lot of time here. Puts the poster up. That's right, he's got that. Then it's him writing that there. There, it appears there. Then it's the steam room that he's in. And then finally, he throws away
The killer is
the handbook.
you!
That
First,
should be it.
let's take a look back to before the incident.
I hope.
Last night, Celeste saw Chihiro in the warehouse.
Running
correct?
through this one more
At the time,
time.
she was apparently stuffing something into a duffel
How you
bag.
doing, Coco? Hi, sweet girl. How are you?
That something was a blue tracksuit.
Blue tracksuit, we're going
You
here.
can confirm this, right, Celeste?
Hi.
With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out, even though it was officially nighttime.
So goes into
She
the
made her
boys'
way to
room
the
because
locker room. Specifically,
it's
the
the boys.
locker room.
it's the boy. She has penis, or he has
How
penis.
could the victim, who
Penises.
was apparently a girl, access the boys' locker room?
Because they're a boy.
Simple. Because she was really a teen,
2018,
which is why
right?
he was able to use his own handbook to gain entrance to the boys' locker room. Once
All right,
inside,
so then
he met
walks
with
on in,
someone there.
meets
And the
Mondo,
person he
who's
met was
working
the
out.
one who killed him. It seems likely that the killer grabbed the nearby dumbbell, approached the unsuspecting Chihiro,
Thump.
and attacked him. And that's
Oh,
where the
man.
bloodstains on the poster and
Oh,
carpeting
man.
in the boys' locker room came from.
That's terrible. That's terrible. And he's like, what? Oh shit, I killed her? Him?
It was likely in the heat of the moment. The body was arranged, but the murder itself felt unplanned.
Wait, you think smacking someone in the back of the head with a dumbbell is not gonna kill them? Come on.
Which is why the killer hurried to try and hide the act. First,
So far, so good.
pulling up
It was
the
Act
bloodstained carpet.
4 or 5. I'm unsure
Then,
of the
removing the bloody poster,
how we're looking there. Switches them over into the
and finally carrying the corpse
into
into
the girls' locker room. Yeah.
A girl's handbook was necessary to get into the locker room, of course. But this alone doesn't prove that the killer was necessarily
Right.
a girl. After all, Sayaka and Junko's handbooks had been placed in the main hall. Using one of those, a boy could get into the girls' locker room without much problem.
Right. So puts the
And that's exactly how
puts
the
the
killer
poster
did.
in the wrong or in the other room
The
to
carpet and the
make
poster
it
they
seem
brought
like
with them, they got to work.
it still doesn't make sense to me as to why
They changed the layout.
Bayaki
of the boys'
or
and girls' locker
Takami
room.
did that. I don't
What you
I
might
don't
call
get why did he
a
like, he's
crime
just to
scene
fucking
switch.
just dick around? I don't get it.
That could have been the end of things, but no. Byakuya discovered.
Yeah,
the body
I don't
and
understand why
decided
Byakuya decides to do
intervene in the
this.
situation, making things even more complicated. So, after stumbling on the crime scene, he went and grabbed the extension cord from the library, and then
And
he got,
got to work.
He used the cord to string up Chihiro's lifeless body.
So far, so good. One more act. I think
Then,
we're golden.
Using the victim's
We're
own
golden,
blood,
pony boy.
he
We're
left
golden.
a grisly message there at the scene of the crime. He He wanted to create the illusion that Genocide Jack was responsible for the slaughter.
Which made no sense at all. But now we know who Genocide Jack is. Okay.
And around the same time that Byakuya was
walked
putting
into
together
the
this facade,
sauna.
the killer, having already disposed of Chihiro's bag and other belongings, arrived at the sauna. There, they planned to destroy the last piece of evidence, Chihiro's handbook.
And then threw it away.
And just as the killer expected, the steamy sauna
Right.
was enough to ruin the electronic gadget.
Hey, how you doing?
Somehow, the killer knew that the handbook couldn't stand up to the
How you
heat
doing,
of the
DG?
sauna.
How you doing?
And the reason they knew that is because the sauna had already wrecked their own handbook.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Yeah, that's
played
gonna
out.
ruin an e-reader quite quickly. Booyah! Mondo, terrible hairdo. Mondo Owada, dead! Oh, it's damn true. Where's the evidence? Oh, where's the evidence? I believe we just ran through the entire gambit of all of the evidence and all of the proof that we needed, Kiyotaka. If you want to feel free to just kill yourself off this one, let's feel right there. You doing all right? You about to head to sleep with Sarson? Yeah, I'm basically just gonna finish up the end part of this, and I'm gonna call it my a night for myself as well. So I don't think it'll be much longer now that we know who the killer is. We just get to essentially see how the end part's gonna go. A new element's been added. Of course it is, because this game just feels absolutely necessary to add new things to it all the bloody time. Fever time and Mega time. During a bullet time battle, if you press the RB button, yes, Fever time will activate and the tempo will be forced to the max. At this point, even if you push the buttons at random, you won't miss. Oh, perfect. So you can push AY, AY, however you want to destroy the opponent's verbal assault. But this only lasts until your focus gauge runs out, so make the best possible use of your time. Alright, well, I hated this part last chapter. We're gonna run with it again. Oh, of course, yeah, why not give access to it to them as well? Great, I'm sure this will go over swimmingly for me. If the opponent activates Nega Time during the bullet time battle, your tempo marker will disappear, making it quite a bit tougher to hit the buttons in rhythm. Well, that's where I'm gonna have to use my magical ears, right? If you would activate Fever Time at this point, does it negate it? No, never mind. I'm sure nothing would happen. I don't even know what I was worried. Okay, so maybe it negates it. Maybe it just doubles the power. Nobody knows. Oh, unsurprising. Maybe I should just start setting shit to General. Maybe that's what we should do. But anyways, we're into the final central argument that we do with Mondo. He's going to argue his final case, and it's up to us to argue the moment of truth. Oh, we're going to argue with this gentleman. Okay.
Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False. Show me some evidence. I won't listen. False. I refuse to vote. Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False. Show me some evidence. I won't listen. False. You're corrupt.
Bye-bye.
Show me some evidence.
This should prove it.
You're done! It's like Thanos attacked him out of nowhere.
If my thinking so far is right, Mondo must have replaced his broken...
No one loves Mondo!
In which case, we can just check each of our handbooks right now.
We should check them. That
Once
would be
we
a
do
good
that,
thing to do.
We don't gotta do that.
Oh, is he gonna admit it?
Yeah. Yeah, I did it.
Yeah.
I killed
Yeah. Can you feel the power the Mondo has? Look at at that, a fucking rank A? Is that what we got? I'm an alpha. Not too bad. That one went a little bit better than I could have expected. Boom, boom. 80 penis points. Look at that. Now the fun begins.
Bro, what are you saying?
Stop calling me
I got
bro,
no choice,
man.
man.
It's
After
not bro.
hearing all that, I gotta just give up.
I
Go
am
ahead,
I'm smart.
Get it over
You
with.
understand that? Yes,
Ask
I am.
for the
That went
goddamn
extremely well,
verdict.
demonic. Extremely well.
Roger that.
But now we get to see a killing.
Hold on!
Ooh,
No waiting.
It's
no
gonna be good.
holding on. Time for
Monokuma.
the moment we've all been waiting for. Grab your lever and give it a
Ooh,
yank.
I got a lever?
Who will you elect
Oh,
as the black
I do have a
this
lever. If I
time
just look
around?
downstairs, there it is.
Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Ooh. Do I get a choice? Who was found guilty? Donk. Jackpot, ladies and gentlemen, guilty as charged. That bad haircut did him in.
What?
This time it looks like you got it right again. And it is so the blackened that killed Chihiro Fujisaki was Mondo Owada. Terrible hair Mondo.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, in case you're wondering, the vote was not unanimous and Kiyotako chose the wrong answer. You're treading very close to danger zone. You need to be more careful. I refuse to. Does that mean he is killed as well? Huh.
Sorry.
Or does he get to live?
What is this?
What's going on here? I forgot the rules of the game. Oh my god, the waterworks are starting.
Now then.
Well, he's taking a vow of silence and allow me to explain on his behalf.
Actually,
The story of the murder this time is the sad story of two men. 2.5 men. But for anyone who doesn't really want to hear it, you can hit that B button to fast forward the text. No, why would you not want to hear the final story? Anyway, there once was a young boy, and his name was Chihiro Fujisaka. He had an extreme inferiority complex regarding his own lack of strength. You're so weak, even though you're a boy. He'd heard things like that as long as he could remember, and he couldn't overcome his weakness. On the contrary, he tried to hide and buried himself further and further into that weakness. To take on the fragile form of a petite young girl. He had chosen that as his way out. Now nobody will be able to say anything about even though you're a boy. But no matter how tightly he wrapped himself up in that shell, the inferiority complex had already taken deep root inside of him and was not so easily weeded out. As it turned out, the shell was completely empty, and the complex didn't disappear. Instead, it only grew stronger and stronger. You are weak.
Weak, 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 weak.
Super weak.
Weak, weak.
And once the killing game had begun here at the school, he had no choice but to accept the fact. The fact of life. After all, this world is survival of the fittest. If you're not strong, you don't survive. It's done. And then the lovely and hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets. What was yours? Chihiro's embarrassing secret, which I was more than willing to divulge. Oh, that she was a boy. It all makes sense. That even though he dresses like a girl,
hey,
Chihiro is a boy. And that was something that Chihiro couldn't let anyone find out, no matter the cost. If that was revealed, it would be the end. The hardened shell would crack, the armor would fall away. Without a doubt, those around him would torture him more than ever before. So why didn't he kill someone? Everyone figured being thrust into such a dilemma must have sent him spiraling into despair.
What?
And yet,
I'm sorry.
I don't really want to talk about it right now.
But...
I also don't want to leave things the way they are, so maybe I can talk about it later. After I try my best to become strong, then I can tell everyone. Annoyingly, he used the threat of discovery to motivate himself to become stronger.
That's right.
And now's my chance.
I want to change.
I'm going to get stronger and accept who I am. Strong enough so that when someone says, even though you're a boy, I'll be okay. I'll get better. Have a good one, Demonic. And with that thought of front on his mind, he resolved to take immediate action. That day, he made the commitment to begin exercising. He was prepared to retrain his mind and body. But sadly, that would be the first and only chance he would get. You as well, Demonic. Have a good night.
Hey,
When he decided to start exercising, he thought it would be good to ask for someone's help. But he wanted to tell that person his secret first and then ask them to help him out from there. And that person he went to,
Yeah, that's right.
it was me. Yep, it sure was. The biker gang fella had been painfully clear about how important his manly promises were. So Chihiro probably figured that even if he confided in Mondo, his honor would make him keep the secret. Plus, Mr. Macho Mondo was the very symbol of a strong man that Chihiro had always aspired to. Maybe talking to Mondo about it will help give me some courage. So we went and asked Mondo to help him become strong. That was his aspiration. And he thought the only one Mondo's support would he ever be able to come close to that.
Correct.
So then, that must be why Mondo did what he did to keep the promise he'd made to Chihiro. Did what he did? You mean that's why Mondo carried Chihiro from the boys' locker room into the girls' locker room?
Indeed.
Yes, that's exactly what I mean. Wasn't that to cover up what he'd done?
Certainly.
I mean, it could have been part of it, but I don't think it was the main reason. The real purpose was to keep the promise between men he'd made to Chihiro. But how does moving the body keep a secret? Because we all would have assumed it just was a woman. Then everyone would have been arguing about how she got into the boys' locker room, right? Once that started up, at least a few of us would have immediately begun to suspect his identity, so he tried to protect Chihiro's secret by putting him in the girls' locker room and stealing his handbook. See? Then, Mondo did all that to keep the promise he'd made to Chihiro, who he'd also killed? Why would he do that? The more I hear you talk, the more I don't understand. I mean, you guys trusted each other, right? So why? Why did you? Because no matter what, I didn't want anyone to know.
I knew it.
So that's what triggered it, after all. The possibility of having your embarrassing memories and secrets exposed.
What is this?
That's impossible. Nothing could have been that bad. Something he didn't want anyone to know, even if it meant killing someone. So do we get to find out what Mondo's secret is?
Don't make me repeat
How
myself.
many times must I repeat myself? To judge others by your own standard is the height of folly. Even if you can't comprehend it, he obviously can. And that's all there is to it. Well, while we're on the subject, why don't I tell you? That embarrassing memory, that secret he didn't want anyone to know?
Hey,
You know what Mondo did? I'd love to know. He killed his own brother. The ultimate biker gang leader makes all the hoodlums and riffraff across the country tremble. But the only reason he had the chance to join a gang in the first place was because of a certain someone. Mondo's older brother's name was Daya Owada. Mondo had nothing but respect for him. It was because of Daya that Mondo even got on a motorcycle. Mondo's brother was his only family growing up, and he was the only one Mondo could trust or respect. He wanted to measure up to his big brother, so he imitated him in everything he did. Mondo was the epitome of the starry-eyed kid brother. Meanwhile, the charismatic older brother had put together a local motorcycle gang. And before anyone knew it, it had grown into the biggest biker gang in the country. Daya, the older brother, number one in the gang, and his number two, his younger brother Mondo. In the beginning, everything was peaches and gravy. That's a disgusting combo. But when Mondo started to think about how he would have to take over the gang from his brother someday, his brother's greatness, his reputation began to gnaw on Mondo's very soul. The kid's gonna take over for Daya, huh? Daya created this gang with his bare hands. Mondo's just along for the ride. Can someone like that really be our leader? All that'll do is make the gang look bad. Yeah. Almost every day, Mondo heard the gossip and whispers of other members of the gang. Which is why
I just...
gotta get stronger. Just one time. No matter what, I gotta
Don't
win.
fuck with me.
I don't care what it takes, I gotta come out on top. And on the night of his amazing brother's retirement ceremony, Mondo challenged him to a street race. But during that race, tragedy struck. The kid brother pushed ahead with reckless abandon, eager for victory, and dashed into oncoming traffic. But suddenly, laying in his kid brother's arms, the older brother delivered his final words. "My bad, kid. I fucked up. Sorry." Of course he knew it was his brother's fault, but Daya never blamed him for what happened. "Hey kid, the rest is up to you. No matter what, you gotta keep the gang together. Because it's the team, you and me, put together. It's a promise between men." And he decided to hide the truth of what happened from everyone else in the gang. In order to keep the gang together and keep the promise to his brother, he could never admit to anyone that it was his own weakness that had caused the accident. And as a result, the team was made even stronger under the banner of the kid who bested his big brother. Daya was going to lose to his kid brother, so he got stupid and got himself killed. That became the explanation for what happened. Mondo's lie became the truth. He wanted to lead the team so badly he was willing to tell all kinds of lies about his brother.
I just...
Strong. Strong. And yet, as soon as our killing game began, he realized No matter how tough he pretended to be, he was just another weakling that could die in an instant. And then the hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets. At that point, it was clear I would have no problem shedding light on his secret. Mondo killed his own brother. No matter what, I couldn't let the other gang members find out. If that happened, everything would have been ruined. Everything me and my brother had worked to create would have been destroyed. His death, all the guilt I'd been carrying around, and it all would have been for nothing. So that's why. Mondo? After I saw what Monokuma had on me, my head filled up with a kind of fuzzy uneasiness and just started swirling around. I'd never felt like anything like it before.
I just
didn't know what to do about it. I wasn't sure what to think or say, but after a while that fuzzy uneasiness turned itself into a rock-hard lump of anxiety way down in my stomach. And it was right around then that Chihiro asked me to start working out with him. And right there, he told me a secret.
I'm sorry.
Why are you telling me this all of a sudden? Why now?
Huh?
Because, I mean, you've kept that secret all this time, right? If anyone found out, you would...
But...
You're right. But...
I want to change.
I wrap myself in lies. I'm weak. I want to destroy that version of me forever. His words were like a knife in my gut. I felt like he was exposing the lie I'd been living myself. I have to change. I don't want to be weak anymore. You're so strong, it can't hurt you, right? Whatever secret Monokuma might tell us.
You piece of...
So what you're saying is, I should just say it?
What?
You're saying if I really am, I should just be able to tell everyone my secret?
Huh?
I was jealous. I was jealous of Chihiro's strength. He had the strength to face his own weakness, to try and overcome it. It was the kind of strength I've never had. And so I was jealous of him. And that jealousy broke me.
What?
Are you making fun of me? I'm strong? Are you fucking with me right now?
No!
I'm not making fun of you. You really are strong, Mondo. I felt like I could hear something starting to creak. Something inside my head. What did he want me to do? What was I supposed to do? Was I supposed to just sit back and let my secret get revealed and ruin everything?
What's wrong?
Damn you!
Why did you have to tell me all that? Are you trying to rub my failure in my face?
I just wanted to...
Really admire you. Admire your strength.
Yeah, that's right.
I am strong. I'm strong. Super strong. Strong as it goes. Stronger than you.
Son of a bitch!
And stronger than Daya. Clunk. I don't remember anything after that. When I woke up again, he was laying at my feet, covered in blood. I had the dumbbell in my hand and I was just staring at him, down on the ground.
I killed him.
You sure did.
I killed Chihiro.
You sure did.
Even after all this time, I'm still just as weak as I've always been. And thanks to that, I did something I can never take back.
more, so aggressive, so angry. A secret weak side. It's gonna end with your death. You're all just like him. A secret from the past for a memory? He killed another living human in cold blood. He couldn't cut free of his regrets from the outside world. He doesn't know what truth strength is. I don't see hope anywhere there. Come on, Kiyotaka. Why don't you become death as well?
Yep.
Yeah, punishment time. It's t-shirt time.
Well
Yeah,
now,
you did
well
promise
now.
us an execution, of course, and we all do look forward to it.
Ridiculous.
That's
Now
ridiculous.
then, I prepared a very special
Oh, I look
punishment.
forward to this one. This guy's gonna end up getting killed himself
Let's
too.
give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
Goodbye,
Sorry,
Mondo.
man. I couldn't keep the promise we made. From one man to another.
Game over, man. Mondo has been found guilty. Time for punishment. I love this part. The Cage of Death. Bear can ride, apparently. Not even his hair can save him. Where'd he go? Oh man, he's turned into butter? And he's on some pancakes. That's a new one. We all just have to laugh at death, because what else would you do, right? Yep, he's dead. Another murder and another execution. I want to feel again too. No, as long as you follow the rules, everything's going swimmingly, Makoto. Don't worry about it. Yeah, just let it happen. Just let everything just be. Just let everything be what needs to be. Baby, it'll be. Baby, just let it be. The game continues, ladies and gentlemen. No, it's not the end of the game until there's one left, I'm sure.
What is this?
Our friends are dead. Who said we were friends? I mean, I'll be a friend of yours, Ian. I'll be a friend of yours any day. But look, we're not all friends. The game is life or death.
Hey.
I want to be Kirigiri's friend as well. I want to be everyone's friend.
However,
Look, it's very simple. kill someone, get away with it,
What?
and you get to graduate. That's it. You get to leave, and everyone else dies. That's the end of the game. You get your freedom. I don't picture this guy as being chill to the bone. Nothing like that at all.
Honestly.
Yep, there's a lot of people ignoring the rules now. Oh, you didn't sign no contract now, did you,
There is
Takami?
nothing to be done.
And that is in which time we decided to return to our room. Mondo was coming out of the girls' locker room, freely killing someone, right?
What?
Apparently he did. Yeah, thanks for sharing that with us, you know, during the trial.
Well,
That's right.
True. True. How true? You're a sick man. Sick.
I see.
Is no one else worried about the fact that Toko is Genocide Jill? No one's worried about that at all? I mean, she kills men. Only men. But then if she would have known that Chihiro was a man... I don't know. I look forward to chapter 3, ladies and gentlemen. I certainly do.
Interesting.
And now he knows how to. This guy's playing the game. Tagami's gonna be on top of his game from here on out. That's a guarantee.
Indeed.
Of course, who wouldn't be satisfied? Let's go to bed now. Let's move on.
Hey,
What's this?
She has a question.
you.
Gets off on it. Oh, I like them. It's not just for you. Okay. It's your gift to mankind as well. Thank you for giving Mick Foley
What?
a little bit of everything. They're meant to transform all hope to despair.
Damn.
I forgot about Sakura. Been quiet quite some time.
What the heck?
No, don't. Let's not anger the bear here, people.
Damn it.
Good grief. Who are you, Charlie Brown? It doesn't matter.
Ooh, how exciting.
Yeah, this is a start of a terrifying friendship. Oh, come on. We'd all love to be friends with the boy bear, don't we? Well, come on. I think I do. I think I'd love to be friends with the bear. Absolutely. In fact, we might even just sign ourselves up, right? Oh, you're gonna find him and kill him. I don't think you can kill the bear. I don't think that's how
You're
that
getting
works
all
here.
riled up.
You're the main character of a video game or something. Well, I mean, technically I'm the main character. Well, Makoto, but I'm playing as Makoto, the main character, as I just smash my controller off my desk, because that happens from time to time. But I think we're ready to bounce. As the laughter pealed across the courtroom, the curtain closed on the case of Chihiro and Mando. But I knew that wasn't it. No, how could that be the end? The killing will continue until there's one left. And for those of us who are still alive, our worst fear and despair kept on multiplying. Of course it did. Like a blind puppy in hell in the more future than I... What? Like, that's a dark shit right there. Felt like it amounted to nothing. It was the worst kind of despair.
Well, anyway, like I was
Who's he
saying,
talking to?
this is a pretty good spot. Yeah, a really good spot. Anyway, isn't it amazing how that girl went and killed someone before things even had a chance to get boring? Once things really get moving, it'll be like a roller coaster. There won't be any stopping it. Fear and despair charge forward
He is
at
right.
a speed nothing can hope to match.
He's right about that.
But I must admit, I'm disappointed. I went to all the pain and effort of making you part of the group, and you couldn't play your part. You do remember you were supposed to make the first move, right?
Yeah, man, make the first
Well,
move.
no biggie. Nothing we can do about it now. So just do your best to make things more exciting
What
from
is
now
going on?
okay?
Who is he talking to?
After all, that's what everyone wants to see. As long as you don't want to know my measurements, fire away.
Your measurements are non-existent about your fat ass waist. The 16th high school student, I mean.
Ooh, my. You really took me by surprise there. I know I said you could ask anything, but... Super denied, ultra denied, demonic denied. Because you see, that's my ace in the hole.
Interesting.
And nobody'd be dumb enough to reveal that, right? No matter how close they were to their friends.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of chapter 2. The end, man. We're down to 10. To be continued. Awesome sauce. And that's going to do it for this evening's stream, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank you for popping on in. We're going to call it a night. I'm going to continue on later tomorrow. 9 p.m. I promise you, I will start on time tomorrow. That's the goal. So I want to thank everyone that popped on in. Demonic, Faber, DG. There's some good peeps out there. There's some good peeps. So I want to thank you all for popping on in. So we are going to bounce, and all the best to you guys later. Cheers as always, guys. Remember, goodbye and good night. All right. Peace.